Welcome back to No Jumper News. It's Adam22 here with your man AD. Let's get right into these stories. All right, so our first story, we got to talk about it. It seems that Kanye West is having some sort of major bipolar episode, and everything is spewing out onto social media. After making headlines with his campaign rally in South Carolina, Kanye went on a bizarre Twitter rant, sending out random thoughts, primarily targeting his wife and his mother-in-law, Kris Jenner. In a series of tweets, some now deleted, Kanye revealed Kim's plan to get him to help, accusing her of trying to have him involuntarily committed to a mental hospital, comparing his life to the movie Get Out. Kim was trying to fly to Wyoming with a doctor to lock me up like on the movie Get Out because I cried about saving my daughter's life yesterday. He also called out Kris Jenner for allegedly exploiting some of Kim's past career moves like posing for Playboy and selling her sex tape, telling her to come and get him. Kris, I'm in Cody if you're not planning another one of your children's Playboy shoots. In more deleted tweets, Kanye has also suggested that Kim cheated on him with Meek Mill, admitting that he's been attempting to divorce her since. They tried to fly in with 2 doctors to 5150 me. I've been trying to get divorced since Kim met Meek at the Waldorf for prison reform. I got 200 more to go. This is my lady, we think he means last, tweet of the night. Chris Jong-un. Lil Baby, my favorite rapper, but won't do a song with me. Continuing his Twitter tirade, Kanye said that Meek was his dog, but accused Kim of being out of line and then called Kris Jenner a white supremacist. Kris and Kim put out a statement without my approval. That's not what a wife should do. White supremacy. Meek is my man and was respectful. That's my dog. Kim was out of line. I'm worth $5 billion and more than that through Christ. But y'all ain't listen to MJ and now y'all believe them? Meek has since addressed the elephant in the room, calling Kanye's claims cap, saying, shit is cap. Come on. Kim eventually broke her silence on her Instagram story addressing Kanye's mental illness, writing, as many of you know, Kanye has bipolar disorder. Anyone who has this or has a loved one in their life who does knows how incredibly complicated and painful it is to understand. I've never spoken publicly about how this has affected us at home because I am very protective of our children and Kanye's right to privacy when it comes to his health. But today I feel like I should comment on it because of the stigma and misconceptions about mental health. Now, when we heard that Lil Baby refused to do a song with Kanye, a lot of us found that extremely interesting. While Lil Baby was one of them because he seems to be just as confused as the rest of us. He tweeted out, nobody told me Ye was trying to get me on a song. That's fucked up. He then sent out a second tweet directly to Kanye, writing, at Kanye West, no disrespect, nobody told me. Okay, so it's been a couple of wild days as a Kanye fan. Just the Twitter outbursts. I don't have notifications on for his Twitter. I'm starting to feel like I should finally make that move. How you feeling about it? He's going through some stuff. It's pretty obvious at this point.
You know what's crazy? I was quick to be like, that nigga tripping and whoop, and like, oh, he's tripping. Then I seen he had an album coming out, and I was like, did this nigga do all of this because of the album? But then I said, damn, it just made me remember I have a brother that suffers from bipolar disorder. And when he does not take his meds, he acts very erratic. He says crazy stuff all the time. And I remember, I'm like, damn, he really needs help. And the fact that he's not taking the opioids lets me know that he's not taking the medicines prescribed to him. And he sounds just like my brother.
The situation is so eerily similar to the situation. There's a YouTuber, I don't even know if you know about him, this dude Fusi, who 2018, he had the craziest summer ever where basically he was on antidepressants, lithium, something like that, and he got off of it, and then he felt great. He got on Adderall, and he was running around LA acting so crazy, saying all the craziest stuff, talking about all the crazy next level shit that he was gonna do. He ended up doing this big music festival, whatever, basically got shut down because nobody came and there was a bomb threat called in. There's a whole thing I should tell you about sometime, but It feels like I'm watching that exact same thing play out with Kanye right now. And what's really sad about it is that it seems like Kim, as much as she's expressing empathy in that statement that she put out, she's also being reported to have been meeting with divorce lawyers. And it's kind of hard to imagine that this situation, like if Kanye doesn't allow somebody to step in and help him, I feel like he's going to lose his wife. He's going to lose his family. I don't know how this situation plays out from here, but you know, even though Kim is showing a lot of empathy, you kind of got to wonder how long she's going to be willing to stomach this for.
And how long she's been enduring it for as well, too.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, him coming out saying, his daughter is 7 years old. It's not like she's completely oblivious to the world. Him coming out and having this conversation about the most intimate things in their private life, talking about how she wanted to abort the kid and everything. I mean, that's the kind of conversation that clearly should stay in the background, should be the conversation that's happening privately. For Kim, you got to feel for her that she's having like all these inner workings of her life aired out publicly, and especially something like the Meek Mill accusation, which still to this moment we have no real reason to believe that there's any truth behind that.
I don't believe that one.
That seems particularly wild out there, you know?
Yeah, and it's crazy too because my little brother that's in prison right now, like he told me he had a conversation with my older brother, and he said he asked him for pictures of his niece, and he said my big brother was like, "I'm gonna send you the big booty bitch pictures and all." He's like, "No, I don't want that. Like, I want to see pictures of you and my niece." And he said he was just acting crazy, and he called me. He was like, "Hey, what's wrong with him?" I said, "He probably not on his meds again." So now I really like sympathetic for Kanye. Like somebody really needs to help him, and he's really going through it right now. I don't think this is for no album cap. I don't think he's doing this for no attention. Like he really mentally is messed up right now, and he needs some real professional help.
But the thing about it though is that I feel like people are reaching out trying to help him, but then he basically perceives any attempt to help him as an attack on his and independence.
Creativity.
Like, he's characterizing the Kardashians reaching out and trying to help him as if they're, doing something evil to him, when in reality it's obvious that this might be the last line of defense of people that actually care about him enough to help out. I mean, no offense to any particular celebrities and everything, but I see a lot of people flying out there to go meet with Kanye and sort of make him feel normal, make him feel like he's not going through what he's going through. I don't think they're doing him any favors. I think that, his family seems like the ones who are actually in his corner. As far as this album goes, I wonder to what extent this is something that's actually going to happen. I'm not sure if we have any indication that this is actually coming out, but I mean, I do feel like there's a chance that maybe the album could, coming from such a I don't want to say crazy, but coming from such an erratic place, that maybe the album could be great. I don't know. I just don't know what to expect.
I really think the album is going to come out because he was supposed to drop the Donda album like a year or two ago. So this probably been done, but like he just said it. He got $5 billion. Like, what is he? Who's
saying $5 billion?
That's what I said. $5 billion. So somebody with $5 billion, like he probably like, I ain't got to listen to nobody. You know what I mean? So he probably pray for that man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm as much as we are, not you, but like at least as to the extent that some of us have been having fun making jokes about all this stuff, it is very sad, and it's very, to see somebody who is such an important figure in hip hop be reduced to this and to have these things playing out publicly. It's really unfortunate. We haven't had to, we don't know what struggles Jay-Z has gone through privately in his life. We don't know if Dr. Dre has gone through depression or hard times because, luckily they've managed to keep whatever it is that they might have gone through in their private lives. Even with the Jay and Beyonce stuff, we never really got to find out that much about it. It's unfortunate that Kanye, being somebody who's so important to the culture, is basically having every bit of his dirty laundry aired out to the public. And, I'm talking about it like this has been done to him. He's the one airing out most of the stuff himself. But I mean, this isn't really him. This is like him going through an episode. We could probably imagine that there's going to be a version of Kanye in a few months or however long that is going to be looking at this sequence of events, and he's going to be pretty upset as well.
And bro, like, Graduation, man, that's my favorite album. I have the Graduation bear right here, man. You feel me? So tatted on me, bro. Like, I want that man to get help. I believe that God gonna bless him and take care of him. So we gonna be praying for you, eh?
Yeah, Kanye, you're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah. Next story. Draya Michele started trending on Twitter after joking about Tory Lanez allegedly shooting Meg in the foot. On the Wine and Weed podcast in the viral clip, Draya gives her prediction on what happened between Tory and Megan, which reportedly led to Meg being shot in the foot as she tried to leave his car.
I predict that they had some sort of Bobby and Whitney love that, drove them down this snapped-esque type of road, and I'm here for it. I like that. I want you to like me so much you shoot me in the foot too. I want you to like me so much that if I'm trying to get out the car and you're like, no, sit your fucking ass in the car, and I'm like, no, nigga, I'm fucking getting out the car. No, you're not.
He shoots you in the foot.
Meg took to Twitter to clap back at Draya, writing, "Dumb bitch, that shit ain't fucking funny. Who the fuck jokes about getting shot by a dude?" In the second tweet, Meg addresses anyone else cracking jokes and making light of her situation. And fuck all the whole ass dudes making jokes about it too. I'll talk about shit when I get ready. Draya has since apologized for her comments, tweeting, "I truly don't glorify domestic violence. I was trying to say just love me deeply, but while trying to be funny. I offended many, including Meg, and I'm sorry."
I'm gonna be honest. I think she was joking. I think she was, trying to like literally do something akin to a comedy routine right there by saying, "Oh, I want that Bobby and Whitney kind of love, blah, blah, blah." You know, she's basically just making the joke of like, "Oh, I wish a guy cared about me so much that he would do this." No woman on earth wants to get shot. And nobody really thinks it's funny that Meg got shot. People are, if anything, they're making jokes to try to cope with the horror of the situation.
Yeah, like, they always say the internet is undefeated. You know what I mean? People nowadays, especially they at home all day, they're going to make a joke out of anything that they can. And it sucks that, the situation is a messed up situation. You know what I mean? And still, Draya being a woman, I can't speak on a woman being a woman, but, Draya being a woman, and I think that Meg probably felt left down that a girl didn't speak up for her and then, in fact, made a joke just like everybody else did.
Right, yeah. I mean, I think people feel comfortable making jokes about it because of the fact that she apparently wasn't hurt that bad. Meg seems like she's okay. We don't know the extent of the injuries that she's dealt with and stuff. But I think sometimes in our culture now where people are so quick to get offended that people forget that humor is how people deal with things that are too horrible for them to really understand or fully grasp. Like the idea of Tory Lanez shooting Meg Thee Stallion in the foot at the end of the day is an incredibly upsetting idea that two people who are very important to the culture would end up in a situation like this. She's making a joke about it, Draya, who I don't know Draya from a fucking hole in the wall, but she seems to be making a joke.
Do.
You do?
Hell yeah.
Okay, see, I'm a little new, but it seems like she's making a joke about it, trying to deal with it, trying to find a way to have this conversation without just, focusing in on the horrors of it. Because if we were going to only have super literal conversations about the Tory and Meg thing, what are we going to do? We're just going to sit here and say, like, hey, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's terrible. It's the worst thing I heard about in a long time. I mean, to what extent can you really have that conversation over and over and over on camera before it just gets a little bit depressing?
And you said at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Yes.
All right, so next story. 42 Dugg keeps finding himself in the news. He signed a Lil Baby and Yo Gotti, and he's got one of the biggest songs of the summer, We Paid, blowing up, and he's in the headlines again. A new video clip has been circulating on social media of Dugg supposedly rapping about sucking dick. Let's check that clip out right here.
Money that I made that was supposed to keep us lit. I was out here sucking dick. I was trying to pay the rent.
So the lyrics in question sound kind of like he's saying, I was out here sucking dick. I was trying to pay the rent. Well, 42 Dugg quickly took to Twitter to clarify the lyrics, writing, hoes out here sucking dick. I was trying to pay her rent. In another tweet, Dugg revealed that someone was trying to get their followers up, sharing a screenshot of a conversation he had with the person who originally posted the viral clip online. Take that fake ass shit off your page. Y'all know I ain't say no shit like that. Across the top of the screenshot, he added, y'all stop playing with me trying to get y'all followers up. The person then tells Dugg that they would take the video down if Dugg followed them back on social media. 42 Dugg killing it in these streets. They out here trying to slander his name, trying to put dick-sucking bars in his mouth. How you feel about it? Pause.
I heard that the first time, and I clearly heard him say, "Hole sucking dick." I didn't think that. I said, first the girl try to smut him out and try to say
I could
all
put
that
a
shit.
cup on that ass.
Yeah, man. I'm like, to me, it obviously, the little nigga winning right now. And them haters is trying to throw them darts at him because it didn't sound like he said he's sucking dick to me, honestly, though.
No, yeah. If you actually listen to it, the only reason why you could be mistaken is because the audio, the recording was shit. So you could kind of like understand that it was hard to make out exactly what he was saying. But at the end of the day, it's like, why would anybody believe that that's what he was saying in the song unless you had a reason to believe that?
And it was crazy too because I randomly went on Twitter and I seen he was trending and I clicked on it and I just started seeing all the memes of like when you find out what 42 Dugg is trending for. But that's cap. That nigga didn't say that shit.
The funny thing about it is that 42 Dugg is out here. He's one of the hottest new rappers. He's just minding his own business, doing his thing. People, if they don't have something good to mix you up in, they're going to create it out of thin air. If they don't have like you talking shit about somebody or you hitting a girl, you smacking somebody, you shooting somebody, they're going to invent it out of thin air. We're going to take just a regular ass verse and just make up some shit and claim you said it.
And when I heard it, I was like, come on, my nigga. Niggas are doing anything now. People got too much time on their hands.
Yeah. So 42 Dugg in the court of Adam and AD. We're going to grant you a pass on this. We don't believe that you're out here sucking dick to pay the rent. Okay, hopefully you guys enjoyed this here episode of No Jumper News. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, follow AD on Instagram because he owes me $10,000 for every 1,000 followers he gets.
Since you did it, I went up 3,000, 4,000 followers. 40 bands.
I'm rich. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. We out.